Welcome to Plugged In 10 Questions. This is Mr. J, and we just want to give a special thank you and shout out to all of the listeners and everybody who either streamed or downloaded the album. It's been out for about 2 weeks now. Got a lot of good reviews, and so this show is mainly to have a safe space where artists can speak and interview other artists instead of beefing with other artists. You know, we're resurrecting. What are we saying? We're what are we doing?
Uplifting?
Lost my word. We're showing love and respect to other artists. All right. And so today I'm happy to be here with Mr. Wes Beez, West Bank all day. And you know, he's just a detrimental member of the Tiger Woods crew. But more importantly, he has a whole lot of great things happening in the New Orleans area. And, you know, I'm just happy to be here to listen to this man's good word today. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Man, I am groovy, bro. I appreciate the opportunity to sit down, man. We don't get to sit down and talk that much. So
not on video. We talk, but it's just not on video.
Never on.
Definitely.
Never on video. I cannot even picture or pinpoint us being in a picture together, to be honest with you.
That's my fault. I have a picture. No, in the edit, I'm going to put the picture up because I have a picture from my last mini tour when we were at Dragon's Den, and you hosted I forgot the name of the event. When the poet came, she went before me. Toy. See, you gotta dig deep in your memory because you don't.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I don't know.
So when you see the picture, you'll remember the night because we all just kind of ended up. The only person who wasn't at the show I think was Blaze, but everybody else was in the building. Just happened to be in the building on a Friday night.
Okay, I remember now.
Yeah, that was a good night.
All right. So outside of that, was that before? Was that after? No, that was after the barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was after the barbecue because when the barbecue was going, I didn't have any music brewing. Well, I lied. I don't know, but I know like that summer I made a big push because the Therapy LP came out. I had about 4 or 5 stops between here and there, and it was a good little situation. It was a good summer.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got you here because I feel like you're a really important piece to the project we have out right now. It's Plugged In. First single, I didn't pick the single. It just kind of pushed its own way through. TGIF. And so when we're talking about who we could get as a featured artist from our family, I put your name in the box because I feel like you're a really good lyricist with party music, if that makes sense. And TGI isn't a party song, but it's a feel-good song, and it's about having fun and just relaxing on a Friday, which this happens to be a Friday, and so, you know, it's not raining, and we're gonna try to make the best of this thing.
Perfect.
But tell me about this whole party situation you have, because I'm looking here, I got a bunch of computers, and you know, I've been researching and I listen to a lot of your music. Boy, you got some choice words on these party songs. Like, what's up with that?
I've always been like a up-tempo party music kind of guy. Like if I run through a playlist of music that I've made on Spotify, a good chunk of it is gonna be songs that you could play at a party. It's like up-tempo joints. Like at one point in time, man, like Ludacris was one of my favorite artists, and it was mainly because of his singles. Like I didn't really listen to the rest of the album, but the singles was getting me amped. So that's so that's where I go for. There's a couple of joints where you know what I mean, I might try to make a party song. Then it takes me a lot longer to pick these bars specifically out of the sky. Like there's Go Stupid, Go Dumb took me, GSGD took me about a week. Honestly, it took me about a week to write it because I was in between working, doing some work, and working overnight and just working different shifts. And I literally was like line by line writing the song. Like I picked
While you were at work.
Yeah, boom, that line is fire. Put it down, go do some work. Ooh, that might be fire. All right, this all is gonna work.
Wait, hold on. Before you fly away, let's stay right there. Go Stupid, Go Dumb. Man, when I heard that song, I liked it a lot on the first listen because the elements, and I always wanted to ask you this, like, was that a little bite or a little sample from the Kanye West beat mixed with something else that Watch Your Throne that in the Ninjas in Paris?
Yeah.
And so it just sounded like y'all just made it. Who made the beat? You?
No, man. Precise, man. Legendary Precise from Big Boy Records, old Mr. School. He made that. He came through Sound Clash one day, and we linked up. And I hit him. I was like, "Yo, send me some beats." So he sent me like 4 or 5 joints. And that one, I guess, because it sounded so much like Niggas in Paris, it stuck. And so that was it. I'm actually about to. I should have did it, but before the end of the year, probably before the end of the summer, I might actually end up putting that joint on all the streaming sites, just because I'm 6-7 years too late with it, but
it's all right.
It need to be out there.
It's all right. You know why? Because people are doing the same stuff, and so as long as people are doing the same things, either if they in their upper 40s or if they're in their lower 20s, in their teens, then it's all relevant, and that's what makes like a classic. And that song right there is a classic because on the Tiger Woods mixtape, you know, I think LaDialogue threw that in there, and I was just like, because all the other songs, everybody's spitting, and so like when people think about Crew, they're like, oh man, you know, they got bars and they spitting like this, and that sound like Wu-Tang and this and that, and then there's you, and you got this song about a house party or whatever's going on in the night hours, but it's fresh, it makes sense, you're not lying, and it's bumpy. And honestly, I feel like that song is harder than the Kanye West joint, like for real, like, because I used to play them back to back, and like, nah, bro, like that Go Stupid, Go Dumb, woo, it's real.
Yeah, man.
But I just like the fact that, you know, there's always a time and a place for something. You know, like, yeah, we do serious music. Yeah, we do inspirational music. But sometimes, you know, we just need that real gutter.
Yeah, you need a party joint. Like, you really need to kick back. Exactly. Thinking now, man, thinking back to the last project that we were working on that didn't come out. Like, I'll go back sometimes and I go listen to what I was writing, and even them, like, if you go listen to the bars that I was putting on there, like, my thing has always been, and me and Blaze were just having a conversation about it, because of the era that we grew up in, my bars are always layered, and you can be like, all right, that shit was whack. But then, you know, second, third, 15th listen, if you get to that point, that's what he meant. Oh, it makes a lot more sense now. Or, hey, somebody else got to explain it to you for it to really make sense. So, yeah, man, Go Stupid, Go Dumb, GSGD. Out of all the music that I've ever made in my life, that is my little brother's favorite song. He don't know none of the words outside the chorus and maybe like the first 4 bars of the verses, but that's his favorite joint. Like, he was trying to push me to shoot a video for it, you know, it just never happened. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that song.
Wow. You know, like, now I have ideas. See, this is why this is good, because we're still in the middle of trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the TGIF video, which features you. But I think we might be able to do a mashup for the summertime. You know, they out here catching Corona. Go Stupid, Go Dumb. You know,
I mean, hey, look, I'm all for it, man. I've been wanting more visuals. From like 2013 to probably like now, I wanted more visuals for my music, because same thing, man. I come from at one point in time, at least here, niggas had visuals for everything. I even got a song called Visual because I was like, yeah, I need to put the visuals together for this joint. And that's like a song for the ladies, for you know what I'm saying, for women folk. But yeah, I definitely need visuals.
Well, I mean, how do you feel about this? Because this age and time is a little different than 10, 15 years ago when videos actually it costs quite a bit of money to actually make one video that look like quality. Now you got kids just shooting stuff and there's no content, there's no quality, but they got, you know, a video for every song on the album or a video for every song that they ever uploaded. So, I mean, how do you find that balance to keep it with some content, some quality, versus just flooding the net and just, you know, throwing visuals, random visuals out there, people riding their grocery carts? Like, I don't know.
I would always be because my songs are because my songs are what my songs are. I'm strategic with what the visual should be. So I would probably like just grab input from someone else on maybe a direction or whatever like that. But some of my songs, like when you hear them, you can picture what's happening because of the whole theme. You know what I'm saying? That's set in the song. Like a lot of the songs, few of the songs I made for women or that were inspired by women go that direction. Like when you hear it, you're like, all right, I can see this sort of thing happening. So this needs to be in the video. So yeah, like I wouldn't even be competing with, I don't feel like I'd be competing with, you know what I'm saying, kids in grocery carts or whatever, because my videos would be set to my soundtrack. And so that in itself will make everything dope.
Definitely. Now, for those who don't know, if somebody's doing a search for you, because I always wanted to know, like when you publish your rap name, like it's Wes Beez. What's up with the Beez? I call you Wes Beez. That's what we call you in the crew. But how does this go with your presentations to the world?
So I'm gonna give you the long, short story.
Yeah, let's do it.
So when I started rapping, this was like in the 90s. I really started rapping because I was in high school, and the name came about because I was in 10th grade, and I, for whatever reason, wanted people to start calling me West Bank Slim. Because I was from the West Bank, went to school in Orleans Parish, and I was Slim, so boom, West Bank Slim.
Time out. Break it down for them though. They don't understand, because you're from the West Bank, but you went to school in Orleans Parish, you actually had to go across the river every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's how they identified you as a dude from the West Bank, right?
Yeah, so like I really wanted to, like my mama it got to a point in my childhood where my mom just didn't like Jefferson Parish School. So the parish that I live in West Bank, she just didn't like JP School. So she kept me in Orleans Parish schools. So it got to a point where in high school we moved to we were kind of shacking up a couple spots. No, we actually lived in a few spots on the East Bank in New Orleans, in the city, and then we moved back to the West Bank. So my 10th grade year, the whole family, me, my mom, my stepdad, my little brother on that side, every morning, all four of us hopping in the car and all of us going across the river for work, school, and everything else. So 10th grade, I'm like, yo, for whatever reason, man, I want y'all to start following me West Bank Slim. It didn't pop off. Ain't nobody do that shit. But I was like, yo, I want y'all to start following me West Bank Slim. So I was like, yo, I gotta do something unique. I gotta make it different. So West Bank had 2 Ks because I got 2 Ks. Slim had 2 M's. And so the 2 M's specializing in making music, specializing in making millions. West Bank didn't have no significance other than West Bank. I started rapping because a guy in one of my classes was rapping with some Mardi Gras Indians, and they made an album, and I thought it was trash. So I started writing bars, and naturally, my bars was weak. And so everything I did just built on that. So it got to a point where I was just like, all right, I need to mature a little bit. So made a song, Stop Hating. The name of the song was Stop Hating. and I made the beat back when I was making beats on the PlayStation, and it was stop hating, let me be Wes Beez. Wes Beez.
The beat generator.
Yeah.
Was that, man? That's the same one that Double JW used to use in the dorm at UNO. And that boy was whipping them. I don't know what your beat sounded like.
Hey, bro. I was Diddy. I was Diddy. I was Manny Fresh. I was Swiss Beats. We made albums. I made at least 6 albums off of that.
Bruh, I mean, do they still sell that? Like, can you find it? Will it play on one of the old decks?
I don't know.
We have to go do that research.
Yeah, I made a couple albums for me. I just started a label, so XL Records was starting to become a thing. I had a couple of my partners from the neighborhood, a couple of partners that I went to church with. It was at least 3 or 4 of us, and one of them, I did 3 albums for him, for my partner AP. Did 3 albums for him off the MTV generator. One for my partner Siegel, Hazard, Darrow, whatever. And I did 2 albums for me. So I was doing projects, yo. I was knocking them out constantly.
How were you? Okay, you were making your beats on the video game, but how were y'all recording vocals?
Glad you asked. So, I had a big boombox that had 2 aux on the back.
Ooh,
so we started out
Shack mic.
With the Radio Shack mic. So we started out recording everything on cassette. Make a beat on the PlayStation, zoom it back to the beginning, unplug it from the TV, plug it in the radio, hit record. That was the wrap.
One take, Jake.
Eventually, we moved to. I had a CD recorder that had 2 CDs. So, same principle: unplug it from the TV, plug it into the back of the duplicator CD recorder. And the duplicator I had allowed us to have 2 mics. So, mic over here, mic over here. 2 people could record at the same time.
Wait, now explain that, because now I'm confused with the CD recorder. So it would record live just like you were recording on tape, except it was on the CD? I didn't know they had those. Woo, what year was that? That was like 2000?
From 2000 to 04. From 2000 up to 2004. So I'm making the beats and we rapping. Eventually my partner was like, hey bro, we should start doing what Wayne and the squad doing. We making mixtapes. Say cool. Right. Left the beats alone. Napster, LimeWire was popping. I downloaded every instrumental possible, dog. If it was a beat, I had it. So
free.
Same thing. So boom. So I got the CD recorder, and we're doing so on one side we put in the CD with the beats on it. Pick the track, play that. The other side was recording. So we got 2 separate headphones, 2 separate microphones. So recorded it on there, finalize that. Take that CD out, put it in the tray 1, put a blank CD in tray 2. Boom. So I'm using recordable, rewritable CDs. So we need to dub our vocals. CD 1 playing, CD 2's the dubs and the ad-libs and all of that.
Right. This is crazy. I never heard of that, because the years you were doing that, I was really in the booth, like at some makeshift home studio. Well, I was in between home studios and, a couple guys who had, real studios, recording booths and all that. But man, that's crazy, because like, it's just a whole warp in time. It's like the same thing you doing, the same thing we did with the tapes in the 90s, which is the same thing, some of the youngsters are doing with the garage band and their laptops now. So it's like, it's just good to know that hunger and that passion and that grind is still there. That's the beauty of hip hop. Where there's a will, there's a way. It don't take much, but you got to be smart about it and just go ahead and get it out there. Now, okay, so, and I don't mean to cut you off, but seriously, like, I want to know, because you give me these timestamps. like around what time were you introduced to the Tiger Woods crew, and like how did all that happen? Because it's a lot of gray areas. I know, before I left New Orleans, I personally sat with Blaze and Slankster, and they were in the situation back in '05. But they was recording at a big boy studio with somebody who didn't know what they were doing. It was interesting, and like I said, Mike Swift was in the mix too, and there was a lot going on. And so as I left, you and Alfred and D Francis kind of like slid in, and so like I said, I was CD at some of the shows. I knew Alfred from just some of the other shows, but you like the mystery man. So I don't know where that story, how that all came about.
All right, so this was the West Bank Slim had already been dropped. So Wes Beez at this point, I'm working on an album. I see Maul working at C Double working at GameStop, and so I'm just like, all right, I remember you. We was in high school together. We was in English folk.
At Eric?
Huh? At Eric.
You went to Eric? Wait, you transferred?
I was there my senior year.
Wow. So y'all graduated together?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
And I don't think I was rapping in high school. Or if I wasn't, it definitely wasn't a talent show. No, I was. He was.
He
right?
was. So he came, I met him his freshman year at UNO. And so, he reminded me of myself because I was 17, like his birthday late too. So he was 17. We just like hooked up like his first week. And that's when I learned about the beat generator and all this other stuff that he was doing. I was like, man, you 17? So man, that's crazy, bro. I didn't realize y'all were like the same age like that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I walked in the GameStop one day and it's like, I remember this nigga from high school. I remember him from, I remember he was rapping back then. I don't know what he sounded like now, but back then, I remember him rapping. This is 2008. So this is 2008 when I'm catching up with him at GameStop. So, hey, bro, I'm working on an album, and I want you to be on the album. He was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna come back in here. I'm gonna give you the CD. Once I get the record or whatever. See what's up. Naturally, he ain't charged me for the feature, nothing like that. He just did it just because we went to high school together. You know how double is. So I'm like, I got a studio at the house. I live in Lincolnshire. That's right up the street. He was at the GameStop in Monroe. He 10 minutes away from whatever. So I bring him the CD. I'm like, yo, this what it is. I think he got off of work one day, came by me and recorded. And that's when he started mentioning Tiger Woods and Sound Clash and this and that and all of that.
So I was like, before that, you weren't in the Sound Clash clique. So you bogarted your way in that thing. Man, I never knew that. Because
I knew nothing. Like
I said, I was away. I wasn't in town. So I would go to Sound Clash every now and then. That's when it was the beat battle, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Because who was that? Lyric Kill, Chuck and them.
Yep.
Right.
Chuck and Rusty was hosting.
Exactly. Wow. So how did you make the transition from an attendee to the host of the Sound Clash?
So 08, 09, I'm starting to get my footing. I'm at every show possible. I was working in the city. I was working at the Marriott. So I get off of work. If they got a show that night, I'm there. I didn't care what it was. I leave. I was getting off of work at 3, 4 in the afternoon, driving all the way to the West Bank, driving back for the show, and then driving back home to sleep, and then wake up the next morning and be right back. Leaving work, going home, driving to the show, going back home, and going back to work. That was my life during that time frame. So I'm at every show. I'm getting better with rapping. Now I'm networking. I got the project. I started making mixtapes. I'm here. 2010 roll around. I meet up with this in the 2009 going into 2010. I meet this guy that I've known from back in the Gap. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm rapping and I do XYZ, yada yada. So he got this spot where he knew this spot where people were trying to set up to host hip hop shows or rap shows or just events. So I'm like, all right, let me take a look at it. So I go over there, I'm like, yo, this will work. That's the first spot where the first NOHH ended up happening. That pool hall, it was a pool hall in Metairie off of the Toys R Us right there.
Was that the Vespers behind the hotel?
No, it was I can't remember the spot, but it was like a bar. I just don't remember I don't remember the name.
Okay.
I think
they had about
the name was like Club Edenborn or something like that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, that's okay. Because see, that's the thing. Metairie, which a lot of people don't understand, like, you know, it's a suburb of New Orleans. But Metairie, they had about 3 or 4 spots that was doing like underground hip hop, you know. And so you're right. That spot, then you had like Vespers down Veterans. Then you had one behind that the Landmark, the big hotel on Causeway.
Oh no, so whatever you talking about, not the same spot. Because where I was going, nothing.
Yeah, you were further down the street.
Yeah, like this wasn't that far off the highway. So
right.
This was coming down the whole highway. See that Toys R Us on Vets, and then turn and go down a couple blocks, and you were right there. So wasn't nothing happening at this spot. So I go in there, I look at it, I'm like, all right, yo, this would be dope. So I started coming up with names for the show. I ended up hosting the show. And that's how I got into hosting NOHH. So New Orleans Hip Hop was the show that I hosted. So that venue, for whatever reason, got shut down and dude was ducking me, whatever happened. So L helped me get L, which was like one of the pioneers, one of the people that helped put together the soundtracks. For those who wonder who L is, L helped me get on at the Howlin' Wolf Den.
Okay.
So I get on at the Howlin' Wolf Den. I'm still through them. I was bad. I was terrible at networking.
I don't believe that. Like, really?
Yeah, I'm terrible because like my introverted side will come out, and you know I'm bad at reaching out and connecting and building that. If I had somebody beside me to help me, yeah, but on my own, nah. So fast forward, man. I meet somebody that's doing shows at Britannia, and he helped me book Britannia. So now I got NOHH as a monthly every third Thursday at Cafe Britannia. I was the first, or one of the first, to have a monthly at Britannia. I don't think it's happened since, to be honest with you. But at Cafe Britannia, across the street from Toro Hospital, I had a monthly. Now, the owner really didn't know what was going on. I would just show up one random day, at least to them, one random day out the week, with all my shit, bring all these people. Because in my mind, the dude that booked the shit, he ended up leaving. So, but in my mind, he set everything up. So,
right, roll with it.
Right. So, that was all 2010. I'm trying to book the show for 2011, and they just like, nah, bruh, you ain't making enough money. One not happening with the ball, one blah 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 blah. So that shit get canceled. L hit me up 2012, 2013. Was like, yo, I'm trying to bring Sound Clash back, and I wanted to see if you wanted to be the host. And at that point, I hadn't hosted anything. Life was looking real grim for me, cause I had lost my job. I think me and my girl at the time had broke up. She moved out, and I lost my car. I was at my mom's house. So
now hold on.
Like,
you said that's 2010, right?
Yeah. 2010 was NOHH, was when I was hosting New Orleans Hip Hop. 2012 going into 2013 is when L hit me about the Sound Clash deal.
Okay, and so I'm just backtracking because I think 09, somewhere between 09 and 2010, that's when we got the award for the Underground Group of the Year, right?
Yep.
All right. So names was buzzing. Everybody was buzzing if you was down there, you
Right.
know. And so I'm just putting it together. Like, okay, so now you're trying to figure out what the next move is because you
Yeah.
already got steam and people know what you can do and who you are now. So now it's like, okay, I gotta make a move.
Yeah. Man, when I tell you, bro, from 2009 to 2011, I was at every show that I could possibly be at least that was free for people that I wanted to see. I tried to perform every chance I get. You know, naturally that wouldn't happen, but me being on stage hosting my own show put a lot more eyes on me naturally as it should. I said I was at everybody's show. I was part of Tiger Woods, so anything Tiger Woods, Maul, Slang. I was also Alfred's hype man. So whatever he was performing, I was there. So even if you didn't care about Wes Beez, you cared about Alfred, I'm here. So now you know me by default.
And that was Alfred, the old name, lyrics.
Yeah,
lyrics.
when he was up with lyrics, yeah.
Right.
So Alfred hit me up, yo. I got a show at Tulane. I got a show at Loyola. I got a show at Dillard. I got a show here. I got a show here. I got a show here. You rocking? Hell yeah! I'm off. I'm free. I'm there. So we rocked everywhere we could rock.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying, once I stopped hosting the show, then I started being his hype man. So from being on Twitter, being a part of Tiger Woods, being around Slang and Maul and Francis and you know what I'm saying, the whole clique, and the scene was really bubbling and starting to blow up at that time. I'm at SoundClash all the time. I was on stage. I was performing at Grassroots when Truth was still having Grassroots. So I'm out here. Like, my niggas know me. And so, yeah, it got to a point, man, where it kind of just, I was, in my mind, I was forced to fall back. Once I lost, for me, once I lost my job, the job that I had at the time, I was forced to fall back and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And then once I lost my car, I couldn't maneuver how I wanted to maneuver. So I ain't had no money and I had nowhere to get around. So I wasn't doing nothing. Like I say, man, L hit me up with the opportunity to host SoundClash. So now there's a whole new wave of people that's getting to know who I am, if for nothing else, hosting SoundClash. So niggas ain't know my music. Niggas ain't know nothing about what I did with nothing. But niggas knew me from hosting SoundClash and being on stage. Even if you didn't see my face, because it was dark everywhere we went. You heard the name Wes Beez or Wes Beez. No, yeah, because by that time it was Wes Beez. So what happened, man, between 2010, 2012, I was Wes Beez, right? I mean, I had been Wes Beez for a really long time up to that point. But it got to a point where I started noticing other Wes Beez coming up.
Really?
There was a guy in Canada. There was another guy in Texas. There was some guy named Wes Beez that was on a reality show for MTV. So I'm noticing these other Wes Beez that are putting music out. So I made a video, man. I made a YouTube video. Look, I'm the only Wes Beez, fam. And I threw that bitch out there on YouTube. I got so many views, so many comments from the people that was in Texas. And they were like, man, your music trash. My man's a warshoe. He way better. You ain't doing blah, 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 blah. So it's all of this. So
I didn't know that. We could have set something up with him. Like, you know.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. So eventually, man, me and dude have a conversation. I'm just like, what's up? There was another Wes Beez that ended up being a DJ from like in a whole other country or something like that. It was just a ton of fucking people named Wes Beez, right? So the dude in Texas, he changed his name to something else. I think he started going by his real name. I didn't hit the dude in Canada. I hit his partner that he was rapping with, and he was like, "Oh, all right, well they got a Wes Beez down in you know what I'm saying, in the States and down in New Orleans." So me and him actually ended up like the nigga got me on his mixtape, on his album.
Oh, cool.
And then it got to a point, man, where I was just like, look, there's so many people named Wes Beez that I'm gonna just change it to Wes Beez. People was already calling me Wes Beez, you know what I'm saying, Wes Beez and shit like that. So for me, it was an easy transition. So I made a video, threw it on my Facebook page. Like, yo, as of today, I'm officially going by Wes Beez. Don't call me Wes B no more. I changed my Twitter handle to Wes Beez because it was still Mr. BNHH, which was Mr. Brand New Hip Hop, which was one of my songs. So I changed everything. I changed my name on Facebook to Wes Beez. Twitter was Wes Beez. When Instagram came out, it was Wes Beez. So I've been Wes Beez online since 2012, 2013, somewhere around that. Probably 2011, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And everything that I put out now says Wes Beez. Anybody that still call me Wes B, I know when you met me. So
OG status, right?
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So it's whatever. So yeah, man, that's the origin of the Beez, and I just been rolling with Beez ever since.
That's dope. So I get approached by a lot of I guess the upcoming artists or people who say they doing some type of music, and I try to explain to them like what it takes, you know, because it's a lot of folks out here that's doing something, but it's not heavy yet, you know what I'm saying? They don't have artist development anymore, so you got to do that on your own, and you know they don't really understand how to market yourself in person versus just sitting behind a computer. And so, you know, in this little bit of time, you basically explained how you went from like nothing to something, and then something serious, you know. And so, like, it takes time. Like, what would you tell somebody who's trying to like really like get out there and make some noise, you know, as far as like in person? Because we know, I mean, if I hire some robots, pay this money, get here, go there, get these ads, and that'll be that. But as far as just the artistry of just being an MC or just a host or a DJ, because I think at this point in the game, I'm putting it together, all your producers, all your engineers, everybody in your circle, you found, or they found you because you were in the place to be, correct?
Yep.
And it's cold because like your resume speaks for itself. Like just as on some grown man stuff. Like, man, all the people who ride for you, they really ride for you. And so it's not even a favor. It's just like, oh, you need this, I got you, you know, and it's done. And so, you know, that's hard to get because a lot of times, man, we meet so many people who wishy-washy and flaky, and you know, they don't have any legs to stand on. I mean, what's your advice when it comes to, you know, that type of journey and just having longevity?
Man, the key thing is to continue to build. I got involved in the scene quick. I went to my first couple shows. I was like, this is what I've been looking for. And so I went and I met people and I met somebody else and I kept in touch with the dude who invited me. And then I just kept going. The more I went, the more after the show, hey, how y'all do this? How y'all do that? What's up, man? I'm so-and-so. So I started building personal relationships. Just, I mean, even if I ain't have a phone number, you know who I am now, and I'll see you at the next show. So I was literally at every show. I didn't try to perform every time. Like, so it wasn't about performing for me. It was, I just need to be there.
Exactly.
So I'm saying if I was feeling the nigga music, once they got off stage, I'm cheering. If I wasn't really feeling it, naturally I'm not gonna cheer, but I might clap. You know what I mean, all right, cool. That was dope. It wasn't for me, but you know what I mean? All right, cool.
Because it's not like there's 1,000 people in the room, so you still have a conversation. Because I mean, you never know. They might have had a bad night, and so like a lot of times, man, like on the underground, man, cats come in there on their egos and they just like, I ain't talking to nobody. And I'm like, man, that's the worst thing you could do, because you never know, you know, who in the room gonna be able to like help you, you know, get to, you know, another level.
Listen, it got to a point, man, not when I was hosting NOHH, because when I was hosting that, I only had like 6 people on the bill at a time. And I felt like I was cool with everything. Like, people was hitting me up, and then once they got off stage, I was either trying to take a picture with them or I was giving them free game. To what I thought. When I started hosting Sound Clash and I started seeing entitlement from a lot of people, You know what I mean? Like, cats were signing up for the open mic, and you know, show started at 10. But you know, black people don't ever get to know event on time, so we like, yo, show start at 10. You know what I mean? Niggas show up at 10:30, and it don't look like people there, but people are scattered literally everywhere. So I get on the mic. Yeah, so I'm like, hey man, look, I'm about to start this show, man. Y'all come in, y'all start doing music. I call yo, young rapper dude, you up first, man. Come on. So young rapper dude will walk up to me like, hey, bro, can I go on when they got some new people in here? Ain't nobody in here right now.
His first show. That's his first show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
All right. So, man, there was I love telling this story because for me it speaks to, I don't know, I love telling this story. So, on more than one occasion, some dudes was like, yo, can I go on when they got more people? Now, mind you, when we was running sound class, bro, people were signing up online before the show.
Right.
We would have 10 plus names on the open mic, right? Strictly open mic. We still had featured artists that needed to perform. So if you won't go when I call you, you gonna go at some point in time. So I call young rapper A up. Young rapper A, hey man, can I go on later? All right, bet. It's the end of the night. This dude ended up rapping for me, the DJ,
and the bartender,
his girl, and the bartender.
Killed him.
Okay, this is what you wanted. There was people in here. And yeah, I mean, people were coming up to me, hey bro, when you gonna call my name? I said, hey look, as long as your name on this list, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. So there was this one dude, he signed up online. So here's the thing too. So I didn't see who signed up online. Like I didn't see any of the names of anybody until we get to the venue and I give L a clipboard. L give me back the clipboard with everybody's name on it. This is what I'm working with. I don't know I can't tell these dudes from an atom. You know what I mean? So I got one dude name on the thing, so I'm calling him, he'll never come up. And so it get to the end of the night, and I'm like, yo, I've been called you. You're like, bro, that ain't my name. But this is what I got. No, that ain't my name. But this is what you signed up as. That ain't my name. So that nigga ended up rapping, dog. It was like, I think 2 or 3 in the morning. Wasn't no crew. So it's me, it's the DJ, it's L, and whoever else was in the venue. So he get the mic, he like, fuck it, I'm gonna still do my shit, as you should, right? So he grabbed the mic, he started rapping. I step off stage to get a nigga audience. So I'm eyeballing him. And this nigga starts rapping to me in my face. Little do he know in my mind, man, I have been here since 9:30, 10 o'clock. As soon as you finish, my nigga, I get to go home. I don't care about how upset you are. Like, this don't bother me at all, my G. Get your rocks off. You know what I'm saying? Pop off. Cause soon as you done, nigga, you on my mic with my cable. I'm wrapping all this shit up and I'm going home. I'm gonna help the DJ wrap this shit up. I might help him carry it down the stairs. But as soon as you get done, I'm out of here. But dog, man, it was so many cats, man. And so, bruh, like the advice that I always give people, man, is even if there is no problem. I don't have any problem with anybody being confident. Be confident, be bold, be brash, you know what I'm saying? But don't take that out on the people that's putting the show together. If I'm hosting, don't come at me like, bitch, you don't know who I am, man. You don't know who I am. That ain't for me. Put that energy in the music and send that to the crowd. If I think you dope, I'm gonna support some kind of way. Maybe a follow or stream or buy a CD or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that brash energy out on the DJ. Come on, DJ, play my brother. Yo, chill. Be brash, be bold, be confident in your music. But just know that this shit take time. There is no overnight sensation. There is no overnight success. The people that you hear pop up out of nowhere have been grinding for 3, 4, 5 years at least. They've been to shows. They were networking with other people. I mean, like I was just watching something on that dude Designer the other day when that Panda joint came out. Man, Designer said he started popping off, bro, because he really wanted to rap and he was showing people he could rap. And he was going up to people that were already established in Chicago and was like, yo, let me do a hook, let me do a skit, let me do a verse, let me do this. And so in him doing that, he started putting out snippets of his music. That's how Designer got to where he was. By the time he put out Panda skyrocketed and is what it is. And then his next phone call was with Kanye.
Right.
For us, we like, oh, this nigga came out of nowhere with this Panda joint, but he had already been putting in the work. So
exactly.
If you are an up and coming artist, man, or you've been grinding for a couple years, dog, keep at it. Learn to be strategic. Everything that you do has to have a strategy. If you putting out a song, have a small promotional rollout. If you're emailing a blog, be confident. Don't tell you were reaching out to a blog. Don't tell the blog to hit you up for whatever they need. You provide them that service, that product, that whatever it is. You give that to them. Use spell check if you're sending emails. Text properly. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the vowels out of words. All of this shit it has to be strategic. These people that run blog sites, bro, they get millions of emails a day. Make yours stand out. I mean, it has to be something. When I was hosting the show, I had a publicist. Niggas, she was my in between. Niggas would email her, she sending shit to me. If it was dope, nigga got on the show. If it was whack, nigga wasn't on the show. But at one point I'm getting sent the email or emails a couple times a week, a couple times a day. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Listen, I was at work. She was on Twitter networking. So, I mean, it goes a long way, man. Build your relationships. They got a couple people I know right now that's artists that's still building and still putting out product. But then they've also ventured into other shit, and they got the visuals, and they got the look, and they got this, and they got that. So, yeah, man, just keep at it, dog. Like, and keep pounding the pavement, man. Continuously put out work, continuously network and engage with people. Shit don't just pop. Like, we all know the algorithms on like not Snapchat, on like Facebook and Instagram is trash. But the more you network with people, you know, the more that music and the more that stuff can get out there. Like, shit go by likes and comments. You got to start liking and commenting for other people to see your shit. Also, if you're an artist and you on Instagram, if you can, or if you're a content creator, let me say that, it's not just art. If you're a content creator on Instagram, here's the trick. Here's what I learned from watching other people. Make a post every day. You look at these Instagram models, right? Some of them post and delete. Some of them don't, you know what I mean? But every day, even in quarantine, you like, oh, we've been locked up. How you still posting pictures? But they got pictures on deck. You understand?
It's a hustle.
They, every day. And you know what that do? That make them show up in your feed, in your partner feed. And now your partner like them. And now that's one down there. So do that. That's my advice, though. Stick to it. Be consistent. If you're gonna be brash and be bold, do that. But don't make it a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a negative to, being brash and being bold.
A lot of folks get confused with the persona and stepping out of the persona when they're dealing with the gatekeeper. And so when dealing with the gatekeepers, you really need to be humble because, first of all, it's so many folks behind the scene, behind. You don't know who might be handling your situation or who might have your faith in their hands. You see what I'm saying? And so, that's my biggest piece of advice. And I think you can second that because, bro, you just never know. Like, and it's real rare because even when I did the battles, the mic check series back in the day, like, man, the coolest ones were really rare, Mm-hmm. But then you get, I don't want to call names, but King so-and-so, I'm the president or whatever, and you like, oh, okay. And then, they get dropped out, get knocked out first round. It's like, man.
No, I had when I was hosting NOHH, there was 1 month when I decided to do comedy. So I booked comics, and I had rappers in between the comics, right? Currency showed up to my show.
Who?
Because of my DJ. Currency.
Yeah. Right.
Currency showed up to the show because of the DJ. The DJ, my DJ at the show was like, "Hey, bro, I tweeted the flyer at Currency early in the day. I told him what it was. I told him what it was at, man. So he might swing through." The nigga showed up. I don't know how long he was there, but I saw him. He showed up. And granted, this was back in the day when he was, he wasn't as big as he is now. But still,
it doesn't matter. I'm glad you mentioned Currency because, man, Currency is one of the most rounded dudes. Just from my experience, you know what I'm saying? Even when I worked in the mall and he was in between deals, like he just come through and we'll, talk a little bit and he just kind of keep it moving. He never show up on a throne like, man, kiss my feet. Like he's just a real cool dude, but he's really in tune to the streets. He's really in tune to all the scenes. And I think that's what keeps him hot because, dude make moves. It be on the low though, but he'll pop up quick.
Yeah. When I was hosting Sound Clash, man, we was in there one day. I think it was a beat battle. I think we had Skip. Skip from UTP was hosting the beat battle. Guess who showed up? Juvie.
All the time.
So, no, you don't know who's gonna show up at these shows. It ain't just, it ain't just no small crowd that's at these things. Somebody might really be in here watching. Or if it ain't somebody that it might be a representative. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I might not at this point in life, I might not try to put my music in the hands of Juvie. Who Juvie manager is? Who the nigga road manager is? Who set up his sound? Yo, I need to get with you. If I get to you, then I can get close enough to him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, roll with it like that.
That's it.
So it ain't all about like, yo, I need to go out, find like the biggest person. Find a niche, man. Find somebody, find a sound man, dog. Be cool with the sound. I know so many dudes that do audio and do sound. Like I saw one of them just randomly a couple months ago. It was like, where you been? Huh?
Yeah.
You doing this now? You over here? Matter of fact, it was me and Skills was at the Dragons Den, man, and old boy he showed up because he was doing sound over there, and I'm like, Edgar, what's up? Hey, I ain't seen this man in 10 years. I'm just running into him randomly. So yeah, man, do that, dog. Find something to be around for a minute, man.
Definitely. I mean, the combination of just being a quality dope artist and a humble person could take you a long way. Because I know a lot of times, just especially rappers, you always need a DJ or somebody to just come through and just save your butt at the 13th hour, and it goes down like that quite frequently. But if you ain't cool, ain't nobody messing with you.
No, I have me and Spin Griffey now. You know what I mean? Shit, we cool. There's been times and events at his event, right? Yo, I need to make a run. I need to use the bathroom, watch these turntables. I'm a person because of the fact that I feel home. I feel at home on the stage.
Yeah.
I hang out around the stage at every event that I go to, especially if it's somebody I know. I'm hanging out around the stage. I don't care about being on the stage all the time, but I'm gonna hang out around the stage. So on multiple occasions, the DJ of the event was like, Wes, I need to make a run right quick. I mean, it ain't nothing but maybe to the bathroom or to the bar or outside for a smoke break. But look, when this song go off, do this and play the next record. Nigga just ain't letting nobody, you know what I'm saying? You just ain't gonna let anybody touch the turntables.
They know you know.
No, look, when this go off, do this and play a joint. All right. So yeah, though, like there was one one event, man, Skills, he walked off and was talking to people like, nigga really left me to DJ, like for real. And so I was like, all right, cool. So I played one song, and I'm like, all right, cool. This song about to be over. He should be coming back up here soon. So I'm looking at him like
you rolling.
All right, cool. You ain't coming back? All right, bet. So I'm like, all right, well, nigga already told me, you know what I'm saying? These songs go by BPMs and not, you know, what you think should go next. So I'm scrolling through the music catalog trying to find the next song to go in. Look, that shit went from I turned the fucking event to a whole reggaeton fiesta for a good 5 songs, dog. Look, we about to roll. I don't even know what I'm playing, but the tempo was there. Wow, let's go. Eric, play. I mean, nigga ain't letting nobody, just anybody touch the turntables, dog. So, yeah. And that's just for me being around, man. Me being Wes.
Okay, so look, as we approach the wrap up, we're gonna do two more questions, but one in specific, and then that's gonna piggyback to the next one. So,
all right, hold that thought.
So, okay, this first question, I need to know how important, because I've been all around, and I tell everybody, the best rappers are actually from New Orleans, or they from the area,
right?
Because I feel that it not only is culturally rich, the heritage is rich, and aside from maybe New York, it's probably the hardest place to come out of on top as a rap artist. How important is New Orleans, the whole live scene, to the hip hop culture?
It's everything. It's literal everything. Without shows, we can't get seen. It's as simple as that. Even if you're having a free show, I mean, a free show at a venue, somebody bound to stop by. So promotion is everything. Live shows is literal everything, dog. I just found the footage, man, from 2009. I had a free birthday party concert at the Dragons Den.
I got the CD.
Y'all
passed out the DVDs. Y'all passed out the DVDs. Bro.
Yep. And so I was just watching that back, and because I obviously, you know what I mean, I don't remember how many people was there. This was 11 years ago. But there was some random ass people that just walked in. Probably walked in and walked out a fan.
What night of the week was that?
It was a Monday. It was a whole Monday.
See, any night. You get a show any night.
Them niggas was like, hey, you got to pay for it if it's on the weekend. I'll take this Monday.
Blow it up.
I'll take this Monday. So yeah, man, the live shows is literal. There's so many venues and there's so many places where you could have a show. You could have a big extravagant show. You could have something like the House of Blues, or a partner of mine, this poet that I know, was having a weekly poetry night at a bar and grill, and it was set up outside on the patio, and it was a small, intimate thing. And if the weather was bad, then we moved it inside. But he had a weekly poetry show at a bar and grill. So inside, niggas is listening to music and watching TV and drinking and not smoking, but you know what I'm saying, doing everything like that. And then outside on the patio, we got the sounds of the cars passing by. We got a mic and people doing.
All right, they hear what's going on. They're gonna come see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, all right, what this sound like? Come right on in. So, the live scene here, though, right? It's literal everything that didn't exist. I don't know what it would be. Basically, man, like I was saying, dude, the live scene is everything. Without the live music scene, I don't know where we'll be at.
Definitely. So, I mean, the prayer is that this whole COVID thing gets resolved, because we got so many good live musicians who don't have a place to perform for real, to make their money, to get heard and all that. And just, it's just important for the city. You know, like I tell anybody, like, man, look, yeah, I was born in Baton Rouge, New Orleans is my musical home, and it always will be, just because of my story is similar to your story, and I think that's why we roll with the same crew members. Because I mean, we all have been through that same circle and that same cycle to get to where we're trying to go. And so, let the people know how they can see your videos and listen to your new tunes, and just tell us what you got going on coming up, for the new year, because I know you've been busy.
All right, so let's start it off with this. If you want to listen to the old music that I put out that's currently on the streaming sites, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all that, search for Wes Beez, W-E-S with a space in the middle, B, right? I have 2 projects. One is my debut album, which is called Focus, that came out in 2008, 2009. And then I have another project that's called the Life Love Music Sampler. That's like a 3-song EP that came out in 2011, 2012. So that's the old music. Now, mind you, when you search for Wes Beez, there is another guy out there who's already claimed the name on the streaming sites. So if you want, you can listen to his music. But my music is Focus and the Life Love Music Sampler. You'll see it. If you know my voice, you won't be able to miss it. Outside of that, I am on literally every piece of social media as WESBEEZ. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I ain't on Snapchat that much, but Snapchat. Everything, dog. If this social media in a sense where you can post and people can see your stuff, maybe not. I'm not on TikTok, none of that, but the main folk like the 4 horsemen. WESBEEZ. If you want to catch any old videos, anything like that, same thing, man. You can pretty much search YouTube for Wes Beez. That music is also going to be on YouTube as youtube.com/XCEL Records. If it's not XCEL Records, then it's Mr. MRXCEL Records. So that's where all of my music is, videos, stuff that I put out, song videos, just audio, stuff like that on YouTube. SoundCloud.com/Wes Beez, Bandcamp, Wes Beez. That's the only places where I got. Yeah. So that's it.
TGIF featuring Wes Beez.
TGIF video just so happened this video is being filmed on a Friday.
Yes,
man. So hold on. So y'all invited me on the record. It took me a while to get to it, to find my groove, to figure out what I wanted my verse to be. The dialogue hit me and he was like, hey, it's 16. But then I was listening to it, I'm like, this ain't no 16, it's 12. So, and that was the first fresh verse that I had written in a while. So I wrote one and I ran it from my little brother. He was like, nah, Doc, that ain't it. I think you can come harder. So I'm like, all right. So the cadence in the beginning is the same as it was on the track first. The rest of that bitch though, different. So it took me a minute, man, because I was trying to catch up with certain people to get into, the actual studio, so I'm going to record it. But I like the overall vibe. I like how everything came out, and I based that whole thing was based on either a party that has happened or a party that will happen. And combining the two, you get my TGIF first.
It's genius.
Yeah, man, that's it.
A lot of people like your part.
Word.
Yeah, like that's what I get. Like they're like, yeah, that dude on the end, he wrecked it. Like he did wreck it. That's what he does.
Yeah, man. I like it. I appreciate it. I said Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all Wes Beez. Personally, man, I am on like the spiritual finding. To really figure out how I work, how I operate, start to accept some of the things in my life that I feel like I kind of been running away from. I'm also working on a bourbon wing sauce So if you in Louisiana or in the New Orleans area, Mr. J, he probably the only cat in Baton Rouge I'll probably get this out to within the next couple of months.
We're going to broadcast. Okay, so I don't know if you know about this. Rusty challenged me to a barbecue cook-off. Like years ago, he didn't show. I was always in my spot, and he's like, "Man, but I moved." But hey, bro, this the year. So this summer we gotta have the wing cook off. However he want to do it. If he want to do pork, if he want to do beef, I got that chicken. I don't know about the vegan.
Yeah, keep that pork over there.
All right. I mean, I'm not saying eating it, but I can grill it up and make you, change your mind.
I'm not eating no pork, fam.
That's good.
No, I stopped that.
I'm down to about once a week, so
the only time I'll eat pork is if with alligator sausage, because it's all mixed together.
Oh yeah.
But that's it. But yeah, man,
we're gonna use the wing sauce. And because I do feel like this, just because you got sauce don't mean you could barbecue. So
I can't.
Well, no, you're exempt. You made the sauce, but this is for Rusty. I'm going WWF style. Rusty, you want to see what you made of. Get your seasonings together, brother. And so if the season go good with the wing sauce, now we got a winning combination. So I got the belt. He got to take the belt from me.
Word.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Other than that, that's it. That's all I got, man. Like I said, I'm on this Finding Nemo type of journey. This sauce, all the music, everything we just talked about. I am probably also going to take a couple of songs that are dated and put them out on the streaming site. And hopefully what that'll do is that should invigorate me to drop something new, because I haven't put out anything new in quite a while. Y'all's verse on the TGIF. Actually, I did an Instagram rap channel, so that was the last time I wrote like anything fresh. I don't even be like really writing verses anymore. I might freestyle at the house, but I don't be writing none of that down.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's it. That's all I got, man. Is your boy Wes Beez. Y'all remember we are all Black excellence, man. With all that's going on in the world, stay positive. Stay positive. Stay positive. Stay positive.
Sir, we thank you. We appreciate you sharing your time and your insight and your intellect. You will be back when you have the sauce bottled up, and we're gonna do a special wing episode for Plugged In, just for that this summer, so it's live. But yeah, so TGIF, go download it, Bandcamp. Also, we got all the links on the screen, and of course, Wes Beez everywhere. So every site with streaming, every site with downloading, we in there. Yeah. We're in there. So all you gotta do is click, and voila, there it is. We plugged in, baby.